Je vais te dire qui c'est.
Qui c'est?
Where can I go to be in camera? Here, haha. Alrighty. Hi everyone, welcome on. Tiffany here from Tiffany Wearing Cosplay with the kind of unusual floor stream today. Doing cosplay stuff. Yay! Welcome. It is, I have no idea what day it is. It's the 9th, which is Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. It's Wednesday. We also have the cat cam over there, so we'll see if she actually goes in her little house or not. Yeah. Anyway, welcome everybody that is on early, lurking, or watching after. Hello. Today we are going to be working on that character down there. Our newest KDA Ahri skin, the Crystal Tail, actually. I've done this before for the original KDA skin, and we're basically just making it the same, and I'm just doing it live on Twitch now. So, we'll see how this goes. As best as y'all can see it, I cannot get the camera like any closer. So, yeah, hopefully y'all will still enjoy this angle-ish. And we're still going to be recording it also on another camera that's like right over here for a future tutorial that will be updated. So, and then the cat is in her spot. She is very happy. But yes, we're going to be using today clear Worbla, which just arrived this morning, so I'm happy about that. I've been waiting for this to come in the mail. And basically this is a blueprint that I have on my website available. It's the Crystal Tail completely laid out flat. And so we're gonna spread this over, trace it, and then cut it out and all of that. Yeah. So, hi Caspian, welcome on, and thank you for the host. Much love. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to read chat as much as possible. Today we'll be on our little phone way back here. So yeah. But let's get started. I don't need to change our screen. That's weird. Yeah, but okay. Well, cheers guys. And I'm gonna press record real quick on my camera. Oh, and let's change the angle for a little kitty. I want to see if I can make it a little closer. We'll see. Once she lays down, it may change too. So, okay. And my new tripod came in for my camera. I'm so happy about it. It's wonderful. It's like such an upgrade compared to the last little shitty one that I had. Okay. There. It's gonna be a long recording. Let us start. And it's gonna be super staticky. Hey Wizard, welcome on. Yep, we got the little kitty cam going. We'll see how long she stays in there. Stay. Okay. I actually want it flipped the other way, but this will work for now. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of work. Let me get our ruler out now. And then Sharpies. Hopefully this will work. We'll see. If not, I might have to fish out another one. So. most of the tails at this point, but I'm gonna have to move it around probably to get the other pieces. So we'll just start with the largest one, which is here. Unfortunately.
I turned down a date with him. Stay away from him, Iris. Can't just sit around here every night. Where are you going now? Go find Mark.
Interesting song.
Right. Independence, of course. I told you. I love him.
So I saw the new Outer Worlds DLC came out today. I think it's 2 of them though. I was hoping they were gonna be free, but they're not. Sad day. But I'm not wanting to spend money on another game right now since next week. Yeah, it's next week, the Mario Super Sunshine game. We're gonna be getting that and doing our playthrough. I'm like so hyped up for it right now. When they invent a hovering camera with AI to show important parts of, oh, I know. Getting storms in there, work up a flash. Yeah, it's been raining all day. It actually like just stopped right before I started streaming, but it's been flooding, and I won't be surprised if the stream, like if my power goes out. So if it does, just stick around, and whenever the power comes back on, I'll restart the stream. It is a little bit difficult to see where I'm tracing though. Quadrones that do a good job of following a target. I don't think I really want. And I've been still working on my sewing machine one. It's just about done. I just need to add the voiceovers now. Hi, just great. Welcome on. How are you? I got a retweet from WoW. I did? I didn't see. Yeah. I've been a bit behind on like social media from last night and today. A reply last night? Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for when, so I have specifically with the WoW cosplay a few videos that I did that are gonna be interesting to say the least, and I'm really excited to post those. But I'm kind of trying to wait a little bit till we're closer to Shadowlands and not just overwhelm everybody with my WoW content. I don't always like doing spam on my stuff. You have alerts for Warcraft, so... oh, okay, that's cool. Yee. Oh, that reminds me also. We have different, we have 2 new pop-up notification image thingies thanks to Daniel. So thank you if you rewatched the stream. Daniel, I know you're at work. But yeah, he made one for the Hustle Mercy dance that I did with Atlantic Mercy. And that one I think is our new, I think that one's our new sub alert. And then when we won in Fall Guys for the first time, and we got the crown, my reaction when I did that one is now our donation one. So yeah, I'm excited. We still need to do 2 more. One for raids and one for, I think, hosts. But yeah. Almost done chasing this one tail. I can see your soul looking right through your eyes. We used to be covered in gold. Can you still see mine? You don't love me, do you? Do you still love me? Do you still love me?
Bye-bye. For good? No, I wish.
I can see the sun. I can talk to God from here. See the sun from here. It's gonna be fun cutting this out again. I remember the first time I made this tail with the Worbla and how much fun it was to try to see all your lines on the clear Worbla and then like trying to because I didn't have like the paper. I got rid of the paper afterwards for some reason, and it's like trying to work on the carpet doing it, and it was just like a nightmare. So we're definitely gonna keep the white template thing and just flip it over. Okay, 4 more sections on this. We're at the very bottom where it's just the tiny little parts. other games, I saw DayZ got updated, but I don't know exactly what changed.
New donation alert.
Cassian, thank you for the $1 donation. Much love. Oh wait, okay. I saw it come up and it was a small thing. Why is it on that? Let me go look. Let me go look. Why is it like that? What are other ones on? Oh, that's why. Okay. We changed it to that. We'll fix all this just really quickly. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we are good. But thank you. Let me write it down too. Which? Kate! Ah! Hi, over here. I may have to dig in our Sharpie box in a bit and get another. Hey Lex, welcome on. Eat more cosplays, seeing you work motivates you to work on. Aw, good! I'm glad! Question is, what are you working on then? Yeah, the one thing, so with the whole world and how it is and no conventions and stuff, it didn't really...
Don't forget to write this one down too.
Thank you, Caspian, for another $1 donation. Much love. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah. I changed it so it wasn't on the side, it was on the top. I'm gonna finish this one part though, and then I'll write it down. But one thing with the whole world and how it's been, it hasn't affected my cosplay making except for getting materials. Like, I've had to order everything online, and sometimes it takes longer for shipping. But I'm still pretty much just making a costume every month. And I just do it because I enjoy it. Not necessarily that, like, I don't make costumes for conventions. Storm, thank you for the new follow. Much love. And like, if I go to a convention, I just kind of look and see what costumes I have and what do I want to bring. It's very rare that I make like one specifically for a convention in mind. So. Okay, that tail is all traced. I know y'all can't really see it, but that's one piece done. And I will write down that way I had made this blueprint and how it lays out was so it would use the least amount of printer paper, but not necessarily for this size of Worbla. So you kind of have to move it. Okay, I think we're good with that one. So we're just continuing on the right side to the second piece. Yeah. Impatient. Little phone. Press record again. Need 2 more seconds, guys. Okay, we're recording again. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm gonna try and not wipe off all of the Sharpie lines with the bum. Oh yeah, if you need more cosplay motivation, I do also put my streams from Twitch on YouTube. So I don't typically save them here on my Twitch page, but there's a much larger library there now. But they're about a month behind just because I have a lot of copyright music on my streams and I tried not to. But I have to go back and edit each of those and get the music out and whatnot. So, and I updated the page, so it's my YouTube page. So if you're looking for a specific costume that I've made, I've got it now where it's a playlist of every single, whether it's a live stream, just me in the costume, or if it's a tutorial in a playlist now. So it's a one-stop. Instead of having to dig through my 50 live streams that I have up there so far and find what you're looking for. Hopefully will be a lot more user-friendly. And we're almost at 1,000 watch hours, which I'm really happy about. Only 3,000 more left. Saw that already, I guess, but you're pretty sure I will look at it, so yeah. Yeah, I know that people that have been following me on Twitch and all and watching a lot, they know all about it. But I'm talking to all of y'all watching on YouTube after. There you go. When the video will be up in a month. I think I'm still in the process of doing the WoW stuff on YouTube. Killer. We are currently working on my KDA Ahri cosplay from League of Legends, and this is the crystal tail that I am tracing onto transparent Worbla, and then we'll cut out each section and we'll end up soldering all of the pieces together, kind of soldering. But yeah, this is the second time I've made this now. And we're just doing a different one for the new KDA Ahri skin, the Baddest or Badass, whatever it's called, one. Honestly, I should get the tail out of the closet and be like, we're making this! What was it? That'll make a lot more sense. My Nico tail's on it. Let's see. Stay. Stay. We're basically making this. Just a different version of it. It can go there. Maybe last stream I was sewing a tail. Maybe I'm working on a few costumes. I just haven't really talked about it. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just confusing everybody on what I'm doing. I mean, I do like making critter tails, and I like making wings. This will be my 12th tail I've made for a costume now, I think. Something like that. Yeah. But thank you for coming back and like catching on that. That's quite a tail. Caspian. That was a good one though. Was a good one. Yeah, no, all the tails that we made on our last stream have now all been flipped inside out, and they're sitting in a corner over there, and they'll be dyed later. But that's all I'm talking about with that one, because I'm supposed to be hush hush. And this blueprint is actually available on my website already, so if anybody wants to make their own, they can. And there is a tutorial on it on YouTube, but I'm going to be making a new updated version for the tutorial. Caspian. Wait, who was it that posted in Discord the Fall Guys sexy costume? It was really funny, but I'm like, haha, I don't have blonde hair, so that's not me anymore. Hi, Fit, welcome in. How are you? Had to check to make sure I was live, right? Great, good, glad to hear. Good. We just traced the second part of this tail. So this is just one tail. This isn't the 9 on this. Okay, I'm done recording now. But yeah, for this one, it has a bunch of different sections that come together to make the crystal. Wow, it's overwhelming. I have so many lights on today. So my tripod came in, which also meant my ring light came in because it broke the light bulb that's a circle. And so now I have that one. I have 2 ring lights now on. I've got my sewing machine light on and then my overhead one. And it's just like, oh, bright lights everywhere. A little much. Yeah, it's the cat cam. Just great, shared a picture, but you have no idea who Okay, let's see. Make sure I got all of my lines. Cool. Okay, that's that. Let's do now. Take that one off. Okay. That one's gonna go there. My back's gonna hurt after this stream. All cosplay are sexy because they're made with passion. Am I gonna be assembling the tail on stream? Possibly. I think I did touch-ups with the tail over there last time. But it's just really gonna depend on where I am in my work. I kind of don't plan my streams. I just plan on like wherever I lead off when I'm working, that's what we're doing. And this just happened to come in this morning. Otherwise, we were gonna do some sewing stuff. So, but it'd be cool if we can. Before I can, so obviously we're gonna trace the rest of this, and then I have to cut it out, score it, and then before I can assemble all of it, I do have to airbrush paint it. So that way it has, like, you can technically just leave it transparent, but like the one over there, it's airbrush painted with a sparkly, like, purpley pink paint that I mixed on the inside of the tail. If you do it on the outside, it scratches off. So I had to do that first, and then we'll assemble it. So if you're curious how you're going to put it together, yeah, I have like the tutorial on it if you're interested, but it's just I use a hot knife and then I just fuse the pieces together. So it's just like soldering 2 edges together, but you're not using solder. You're just fusing them. To dip dye it? I mean, you could, but the tail is like that large and you really want it to be... So the reason I don't have the paint on the outside is it's a shiny surface that if you just put your fingernail on and kind of touch, it scratches the paint off, even if you seal it. So I always try to put it on the inside, especially since all of my Ahri cosplays are really good for conventions when I'm a guest at because they're very easy to wear. And so I'm used to people hitting the tail hitting tables. So I have it where the paint's just on the inside. But I mean, you could technically pour the paint on the inside, but then it's uneven and I don't know. But this one is more of a clear, sparkly tail, and it's not gonna be colored like that. Really smart, you would never have thought of flipping it. Yeah. I mean, you can do however you want. For me, because of how much I know conventions and working at them at a table and people running into them, since it's like something that sticks off your body, it just, yeah. Smacking people's tail using the tails in Hollywood. Yeah. The only issue I've had with making this tail, or at least with the other one, I'm gonna sit on this and hopefully, let's see. I'm kind of nervous. I don't want to get Sharpie on my bum. There we go. But with that one is because I am in Texas, it gets a little hot here, and when you have to drive 7 hours to a convention, and your piece, even keeping it inside the car, Worbla will expand and go back and forth, and potentially I've had seams kind of just break off. So it's still attached, but you can just solder them back together and it's fine. But that's the only downfall I've had with making the tail this way. There are other ways that other cosplayers have made where they tape it together, but I personally don't like the look of having clear tape shown on a costume. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just my personal preference. So I prefer to do this so it's a solid piece. Blocking projectiles with the tail. That's funny. So it's not completely closed. So there are still like spots for the heat to escape from it, but it's not. It's the material itself. It activates with heat. So with Worbla, whether it's transparent Worbla, the black Worbla, or the brown Worbla, heat activates it from being a hard plastic to being able to mold and form like clay. It's a thermoplastic. And it, with Texas heat, gets a little close to being able to manipulate it when it sits in your car. So it's not really like the fact that having a hole or anything would affect it, it's just the fact that it's a temperature thing. trailer for Tenant's pretty... No, I haven't. Post it in Discord and I'll watch it. I got a little picky on and redid a couple of times. And the Sharpie just rubs off the Worbla, the clear stuff anyway. The black and brown Worbla Sharpie doesn't rub off of, because it's a lot more porous. May or may not have traded in Animal Crossing for a discount on Oh, nice! Yeah, I don't think I have a physical copy of that one. I think the only physical copy game I've gotten was Luigi's Mansion. Okay, this is the last piece on this one. I want to try to go all digital with the Switch for Connect 6, but it's kind of glad you didn't. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with Animal Crossing, but it definitely kind of went flat at the end. Let me see. I'm gonna pause the music real quick. Pause. What is this thing?
We all
question. Is it okay to watch on stream? I assume so. Let's move there. Okay. I will do this then. Maybe this will be set up. We'll see. Let me move this back over here. And put this back on. No! Don't do that stupid thing. The other two so too much of the movie. What is it like? What is it about? Like, it looks cool. I just don't really know, like, anything. Hey, Sonic Magic, welcome on. How are you today? Gotta get back to work. Have a great stream. Thanks for stopping by, Caspian, and have a wonderful rest of your day at work. Yeah. Okay. There. This is with time kind of like, Let us do now. Stop moving.
Don't forget.
Welcome on.
Girl. Standing in front of a boy.
Yeah, I don't even know if the theater is open near me, but I don't see movies in the theater anyway. It's like statics to the thing. Draft House has been promoting rentals for so group. That's cool. I love the Draft House. That's like the only place I see movies, but it's like an hour and 40 minutes away from me. Let's try to do it. Oh, the static. The static. Blah. Okay. That's kind of where I want it. Do it for the popcorn! I mean, I love me some popcorn. The Draft House has the bottomless popcorn thing. The Elmo Draft House. Where's my other one? 1, 2, oh, it's over there. house to see. Yeah. Daniel, you're on! Hi! Are you on vacation yet? I know you're saying something about it started like today or tomorrow. Hi. Yes. She's a good girl. She's doing like her little stretch. Say hi. She still looks slightly funny, with her being shaved. There we go. Ugh. You're at work on the camper. Ah. Oh yeah. Do you have like is it raining for you right now? I don't know if you're working outside or inside. Okay, let us continue. Yeah, she's just chilling in there. I'm gonna put our camera on real quick. Jumped on. Nice. Okay. Recording. Hi Cliff, welcome on. There. Like, where's the camera? How are you? Okay. Continue. I'm also gonna mark that we've done this one, and that one. So I'm aware not to do those again. Good, good? Glad to hear. And I want to find another Sharpie. So let's do that. Sharpie gels, but I don't want a Sharpie gel. I guess I'm gonna have to do with a big Sharpie instead. Courtesy of Mr. Adam. Can sit. And the sky has darkened again. You have a window right in front of your yeah. I honestly, like, I wouldn't be able to work on cosplay stuff if I didn't have my large window here. I can't work in a cave. Other people have like their studio and they don't have any of the windows open and it's great for filming, but I'm just like, but there's no window. I don't want to be in a little box trapped. I very much love my outside and looking at everything. Okay. I prefer the smaller Sharpie, but we're gonna have to work with this. Because in the end, once we score all the pieces and go through, we're going to have to rub off all of the Sharpie lines. Cliff. What are you up to today? Besides getting in trouble. Oh, we used your clip that you did of, I think it was yours, of me winning the Fall Guys crown. Darn, gotta go doing nothing but still can't. Aw, that's okay. Thanks for stopping by. Yep. Have a good day at work. Come on. I'm in the way. There we go. I'm too lazy and don't want to move. Eee. Final spam attack, okay. Give me the spam. So yeah, if you're just getting here, welcome. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany Cosplay. We are currently working on the newest KDA Ahri skin from League of Legends, and we are tracing out the tail parts for her crystal tail. And the blueprint is one that I made and is currently available on my website, as well as there is a tutorial on YouTube for it. And there'll be an updated one coming soon. You sure you didn't use the clip? You only make the... Oh. Yeah, it's, I think that one specifically is for donations. And then, Daniel also made us one of my Mercy, hustle dance, and that one's for subs, I believe. I think that's what I put it for. A little bit, so it's not just a picture. But we still need, I think, 2 more. One for host and one for raids. If I got my raids thing working. It has not been working like forever. For some reason my raid thing, it doesn't do notifications, and I tried fixing it, but it doesn't like me, and it doesn't like people. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more pieces to trace out after this one. It's going by pretty fast. It's nice. I had started streaming Fluff. She loves when I'm not like talking. She's always around me. When I'm talking, she goes and sleeps in her box when I stream. So it's interesting with that. But she's all like crawling all over the paper, stretching, rolling around on it, having a fun time. Moment the camera comes on into her little box. Like, nope, don't want anything to do with it. She's gotta get camera ready. She's been a good girl though. She's still very active at night, like much more than Chella was. She's constantly like, she'll sit for like a few minutes and then she's gotta move to another side of the bed or jump down or whatever. She's constantly like just going around and exploring still, but she's kind of starting to just snuggle more and less up and down, kind of. Where Chella, she knew when it was bedtime, she'd come and she'd lay there like the whole night and not move. Where Fluff is still, she likes the idea, but then she's like, okay, I'm done with this. Next thing, good one. Okay, that one is all traced. Oh, now we gotta move it to our next one. I think the next one we're gonna do is probably the longer one. Yeah. Stay. So that one's gonna be roughly about there. Oh no, my camera's in the way. I gotta move the tip like. There we go. That seems good there. That was loud. I need to turn this off real quick. Okay. There, and the tail is fully. Okay, good. And we'll have room, I think, for the next one, and then the two other ones we may have to use scraps on, but we'll see. So, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Okay, I'm gonna put the camera a little down. I think that'll be good. Okay. That's better. Pokemon Rimley, how are you? We are working on the our second KDA Ahri tale. So that one was one that we did a while ago for the original KDA skin for Ahri, and we are doing another one for the newest version, the Badass or Baddest or whatever the new one is called. I've been spoiled now that I always work on tables. Where like in college I always would work on the ground. How did you figure out how to lay something like this out on a piece of paper, or do you just take a bunch of measurements and so I made this blueprint about like, I don't know, a year and a half ago or whatever, whenever the first KDA Ahri skin came out, and I actually ended up doing like a screenshot of one of her tails with the 9 tails, and then I put it into Adobe Illustrator and made just kind of like the base shape of how I wanted that to look, and then I put it into a 3D modeling program called Rhino 6, where I then basically made it in half and made it 3-dimensional and then mirrored it so it was on both sides, and then from that I rolled out each piece so it was in a flat section, and then I had to import it back into Adobe Illustrator to make all the pieces and lay it out and everything. But yeah, it was a lot of work to do. But yeah, I've got the blueprints available on my website, if anybody's interested. It's set up where, like how I do it out of Worbla, which is how I have the tutorial for it, where you just basically score the pieces, meaning not fully cut through them, and then they kind of fold together. But I also have it labeled where if you wanted to cut out each individual section to make it out of EVA foam, you could as well. It just is not my recommended way because it would take like 10 times longer. Did that answer your question? Hopefully. Hopefully. I did the same process for how I made the Nico tail, the Star Guardian Nico one. So I made it in Rhino to get my 3-dimensional shape and then segmented it. Welcome on, Dean. How are you? Sounds like a lot of work, but at least it's worth it. It turned out really great. And yes, okay. Yay! I'm happy it made sense. Sometimes I don't know if my words just go into Taglish and don't really like make sense on things. But yeah, it took a lot more time because I formatted it into a blueprint so other people can use it. Where if it was just used for me, I wouldn't label it, I wouldn't have done it this precise, I guess. I guess that's the word, I don't know. So I kind of made it a little bit more, I overdid it more so other people could hopefully understand it if they wanted to make this. Okay, dash one is a good. Move it again for our next piece. Ah, hitting the camera again. There we go. Oh, no, can't do that. Let's see. I think that's pretty much as good as we're gonna get it right there. Ugh. Making stuff a stressful thing or relaxing thing for you? I find it relaxing. I am definitely a maker. I love to constantly be making things, but it can be stressful too if something doesn't work out, or like really the stressful thing is like I create these time periods or like deadlines that I have to meet because of like I make a new cosplay every month. So if I get behind on something, it gets a little bit stressful. If I'm waiting on something to arrive in the mail and it's taken 2 months, that's a little stressful. But I enjoy making things. I find them relaxing. I'd say the painting process is my favorite thing about cosplaying. Airbrush painting. Where are you going? Okay. But yeah, I can play the piano. But yeah, learning new techniques can also be a little stressful. happy. Was I scared when I quit my job, or did you already know that this would work? I mean, I was very nervous about things because I went from a full-time job of a 401k benefits, making quite a bit of money, to making like no money. So that was always nerve-wracking. It's still concerning, especially with COVID right now. I'm gonna adjust the camera up. Like, I do have to be aware of buying materials for my cosplays, investing into things, like upgrading studio equipment and things. And it's kind of why, like, I force myself to do more of a cosplay each month. Like, I really enjoy it, but also it's more of maintaining a steady income, well, kinda, through Patreon and through some other, like, blueprints and stuff. Am I glad I did it? Oh yes, definitely. But it helped also that I had quite a bit of money in my savings, so I could kind of invest in this as a company, making my own brands and everything. I already had conventions lined up that wanted me to be a guest at. So yeah, I would say for anybody that's wanting to do this as their job, do it once you've already are kind of successful at it, if that makes sense. Like, you're already getting guest like requests, or you're doing tons of prop commissions and you can make enough money on that without needing another job. Like, I still do side jobs and stuff occasionally to help. But yeah. Like, for me, with everything happening with my car and just like lower money with COVID right now, because people aren't cosplaying as much, and most of my products are blueprints that I make my money off of, and people aren't buying blueprints because they're not making costumes, so it does affect it. But I've started to pick up like the sponsored cosplays where you know, like, I make a costume, and then also doing a few prop commissions. They're not open, but I'm also looking into doing, hi Miss Fluff, doing props and like ears and stuff that I'll sell on my website eventually. But I gotta figure out the shipping with that because I'm only shipping like prints right now. Yeah. You know, you get a lot of questions and you're just really, no, it's fine, it's fine. Ask away. But like, from other cosplayers I've talked to about who do this as their job too, everybody has a different way of how they approach things. Would I ever make a costume specifically for people, or do you think most people no, I don't do any costumes for other people anymore. I've made costumes for like my sister to wear with me. So like Tyrael, she wore that one, and then I wore Ariel. And then I've had like my Witcher group where I made 4 costumes. But unless that person is like, can always be around, I don't want to make costumes for other people. Also, when you do that, it's also whoever is wearing that is technically representing your brand. So if you want to be known for quality, it's basically an unworn costume is what you're being judged on. And then, like, you don't know if the person's gonna basically treat the costume like shit, and then rip on you for if your costume, like this piece broke, but the person like misused it or something. And there's a lot of stuff that goes with that. Also measurements, everybody are different body types, and I don't want to deal with that. I've tried in the past making costumes for some other people who literally flaked on me for a dress fitting 7 times in a row. I was grumpy. Like, I'm making time for you to make this and you don't even come, so. Thanks, Wizard. But yeah, it's just too many flaky people. People want a costume also for free. Costumes cost money. Sorry, they do. Material, like even if I don't calculate my time into making a costume, the materials still cost money. Like this one sheet of Worbla that we're using is $88. So potentially that tail right there, it's $88 plus the tiny bit of 3D printed part, which we're not going to do it for this one. And then you've got the leather, you've got the belt buckle, and the paint. So just the cost and materials alone for that is right around $100. People want a tail though that's going to cost them $50. I'm already losing money at that point, and I haven't even calculated how long it takes for me to make this. How much trust you'd have to in person? Yeah, I mean, other people do it they'll make costumes for others, and that's totally fine. I actually really like to see other people making costumes for people, but it's a lot of work and it's very difficult. You don't know, like, once somebody badmouths one thing you've done, whether it's your fault or it's their fault, it's always there, unfortunately. So I like to try to control at least my image of my brand as much as possible, and I want to be known for my attention to detail. The fact that I make my costumes, which still surprises a lot of people. Most people don't think, like, unless they've seen my Twitch streams or my making pictures of how I'm doing stuff, people still don't think I make my costumes, which kind of is mind-blowing for me. But yeah. There's even more labor than materials. Yeah. She still looks slightly silly just because she's shaved. Her hair is a lot longer, but she feels so much better. She's been actually cleaning herself, which has been really nice. Yeah. How's your little feet? Your feet okay? Yeah? Meow? Meow meow? Good girl. Okay. Continuing. You gonna help me? Oh, don't. Oh, did it touch your face? No, okay. You can't put your face in the Sharpie pen. Silly. Silly. She's helping. I've ever made a piece that I'm not quite proud of but had to finish because of a deadline or other reasons? Yeah. I mean, let's see. Margarita, the Dragon Ball Super character, the angel that I made, I like the costume, but the wig I wasn't too fond of. Like, it looked exactly like the character, but I wish I'd made it a little bit different. And then the staff broke on me. That one was like a one-time wear costume. Let's see what else. My Monster Hunter World cosplay, I really like it, but it doesn't photograph well. And there's like things I want to change about it. I just never went back to the Nezuko costume, or no, I'm sorry, Nico costume. The wig looks really great. When I put it on me, it looks a little weird, at least to me personally. But yeah, I'd say there's probably something I would change on like every costume. I just am lazy and don't go back to fixing things. Or I only wear my costumes like once. Actually, most of them are like that. Okay, now we just have the two smaller sections left. I did mark that right. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe it'll fit in this piece. In a few years. And I'm not gonna count like a photo shoot and then a convention. I'm just gonna count like once. Oh no, it's totally fine. Yeah, I get the waist part actually, but it's just it's weird to me. Just wearing them more than once. But let's see. Fairy Asuna I've only worn once. It's never been worn at a convention. Nezuko I've only worn once, but that's also because there's been no conventions. Basically all the costumes I've done this year, they've only been worn once because there's no conventions. Mume from Kabanara Iron Fortress was only worn once. What else? I'm trying to think of like what costumes I've made. I can't even think of what I made. Ugh. Margarita's only been worn once. Yeah, I guess for me, because I'm making a new costume all the time, when I make a new one and I look back at some of the other ones, I'm like, the craftsmanship on this is just meh for me. Like, it looks good, but I'm still like, oh, I could have done this better. And every time I wear it, it's like, why didn't I do this? Or why haven't I fixed it? And then, I don't know. That's the only way I can think of it. But it's still just weird. It's kind of like the one time you wear it is like all of the memories are in it then. Where when you wear it all the time, your memories get all blurred for that character.
Then we're gonna get our capo and put down that 6th spread. Get this beautiful sound here.
Not sure we're still, yeah. I'm glad I have the AC on though. It's really hot in this room with all the lights. Costume, like 2 pieces of art, the visual art and the costume and performance of wearing it. For me, the costume itself is the part you like most, so you really don't, when you are still around, but if people aren't wearing it much, you can also see other people wouldn't really see it the same way. Wait, let me reread that. Yeah. Okay, I think I understood that. had to reread it. But yeah, like I'm big into like the performance art thing and all. And like even so, if I'm not a guest at a convention and I'm just there for fun, most of the time I don't let anybody know like where I am, what time I'm gonna be there. I hate having to do a schedule. I'll just be in the costume, and if you see me, you see me. If you don't, it's kind of like it's a special moment is how I see it. Well, not sounding rude on that at all. I don't know how. No, it's fine. But yeah, it's kind of like, because I want to have fun in them, and that's how I see them, is like, they're a fun piece. I love interacting with people, but I don't want to be like, I'm a billboard kind of thing. Like, Ariel, for me, when I wore that one, I had a lot of fun in it, but it got to the point where sometimes I was not a person in the costume that I made. It was, people were like, no, you have to take a picture with me. Like, forcing people to take it. I couldn't move, and they'd get mad if I wouldn't take pictures, and like, I don't know, it's a different experience. At Anime Matsuri, when I took pictures outside at night, there was a movie in the park, and it was a lot of fun, and I was doing photo shoots outside. But then people that weren't even part of the convention were starting to come over, and I was taking some pictures with some people, but it got to the point where I was just a part of the show thing, and it wasn't anymore. It wasn't like cosplaying for me anymore, and it was really weird. Feels more spontaneous that way, which is nice. Also probably safer. Yeah. But if I'm a guest at a show, I do say it. Like, I'm here. Here's my booth. I'm at this part. Here, here, here. But otherwise, that's like the way I have fun with it. Okay, we have one more piece to cut out, and I gotta see if we have enough room. We do, right about there. Yeah. see my pile of armor. Blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, I want to sip a Dr. Pepper too. Okay. And thanks guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, remember, press the follow button. We are currently working on another version of our KDA Ahri tail, and we're currently tracing the tail pattern onto transparent Worbla. Softly, I wish people would be more interested or more mindful of the fact that it's experienced through. Yeah. Like, I'm not at Fiesta, Texas in like an Elmer Fudd costume or whatever, like there to take pictures with you. I'm there to have fun and meet you and then take pictures, but it's like I'm not there just for your sole purpose of a picture. Which is why it's more fun for me just to go and like not really tell anybody I'm there. And then I go do all my little side videos too, and it's fun when people find me. Cliff. I'm not the entertainment for the day. No! Yeah. Gotta go for now, but you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by, Emily. Have a wonderful day yourself. And thanks for all the questions. Hopefully it wasn't too much for everybody. Wait, Cliff, you said you met me at TwitchCon, right? Before you started watching the stream. Or am I thinking of somebody else? No, at PAX. Oh, okay, gotcha. What was it at TwitchCon? Okay, so you at PAX, Nub I met at PAX, Demon, one of the demons, I have a few demon people names, met me. I really love it when people find me out of costume, like randomly walking around. Because those are the most like, you know who I am, instead of like, you know my costume kind of thing. Definitely, if PAX happens again and I'm able to go to it, we're gonna do another fan dinner with everybody. And not at a sushi place this time, so that way more people can attend, because not so many people like sushi like me. Okay, last line. Worbla. Yay! Yay. Ugh. It is all traced now. Thank goodness. Okay. We'll do our hourly ad. Boop. Took 2 hours to trace this. So yeah. I'm gonna flip the other paper because I want to use it as a backdrop to take a picture real quick. But all of our template is now drawn. Go there. We'll still need this a little bit because we'll have to see where we're scoring things. This way we can see. You've seen me around on the internet before and was always, wow, it was just cool, and of course, yeah. Close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Had to make sure we do have them all. Oh. But yeah, they all fit on one sheet. I just gotta take a picture real quick. Okay. Good. Picture taken. I got this all twisted. Okay. Good. Done. Okay, so next what we need to do is cut everything. And we need to say hi to the little kitty. Fluff, fluff. Hi. Good girl. She's like, you worked me up. Why'd you do that? Yeah. That one. Thanks for posting it. Ugh. My back is killing me now. I keep seeing my stream look like a fuzzy potato. And like, very, very not working. Hopefully it's good on y'all's end.
It looks like you lost another one.
There. Alright, I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick, and we will come back and start cutting all of our stuff out. Thanks guys for watching. for dinner tonight because we're making burgers. Anybody else have dinner plans yet? Yeah. What you having? Whatever you haven't. Oh. Thanks, Cliff. I thought I was gonna get like excited for other foods and stuff, but no. Nope. Oh, I should turn off this one. We'll turn it back on later. Good thing though is the scraps you can use again. The transparent Worbla doesn't really like weld up into a ball, unlike the normal black or the brown Worbla. But you can still use pretty much all of the scraps, which is good. You come up with nachos? That's always good. Just basic nachos though, not super nachos. Okay, what would a super nacho be? Hopefully these scissors won't be too dull after all of this. I'll probably have to resharpen them. I'm kind of in frame. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just do the thing. I need to keep working with the white backdrop though, so I can see. Basic nachos, just meat and cheese. Okay. I normally do like the bean and cheese nachos. If I make them. I don't think I really added meat to any of like nachos I make. But I guess I could add chili. But if I do like nachos, then at that point I do more of like the gourmet ones where I get like the avocado, you've got diced tomatoes with some sour cream and some purple onions and chives, and then like I'll do like shredded chicken on top. But I do like just the shredded cheese. I don't do like nacho cheese. I don't like that. not like ballpark nachos with the fake cheese. Gross, gross. Stay there. Rico's nacho cheese? I don't know. I don't know. Unsub unfollow must. Oh no! That's okay. No, the other cheese, it like just makes me sick. The fake cheese stuff. But I have a bunch of like sensitivity when it comes to certain foods. And like grease, all of the stuff that I make that's greasy, I set it on first like a, what are they called? It's like a this is and all the grease goes through it, and then you don't have grease on it. I don't know what it's called. The liquid cheese that's used at sporting events or a movie, yeah, that stuff's gross. There we go. Scrap pile. She's all sleepy still. Yeah, if you're just getting here, welcome. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany Cosplay. We typically make a new cosplay every single month. Right now we're working on the newest skin for KDA Ahri, and we are cutting out all of our pieces for the crystal tail from transparent Worbla. Now the interesting to see once this one's done, the difference between the first one and then the second one. Because that one I made over a year ago, maybe, I don't know, maybe coming on 2 years or something. But just seeing the quality difference too. We haven't seen too anything in Texas for sure. Easier to cook nachos in different ones. Huh. I mean, it makes sense. It's just still gross. Yeah. I was going through my storage shelving with all my cosplay stuff on it, and like looking at some of the first pieces I've made since coming back into cosplay compared to like my stuff now, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is so different in quality. But I do need to get rid of a lot of my old costumes. Okay. Another piece cut. I don't know if y'all can even really see that. You can see the shine. Go in that pile over there. Something a little bit more fun. I need to wake up. I'm like falling asleep right now. their little roles. Good girl. Yeah. Try not to hit the camera above me. Oh, oh, hi. Now you want attention, huh? Okay. Okay. What now? Did you eat any of your food? You move it around. Yeah. Where are your food? Yeah. She's so noisy. So noisy. Hi, nice to meet you, Pokemon. Oh, is it, I think I saw you have new shirts or something? That looks pretty cool. Okay. We launched them last week. So far, people seem to like them. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I have like some of my own Tiffany Gordon cosplay shirts, but I never considered like releasing any of them to anybody, like to the public. So it's an interesting idea. I know Kamui just did it too. Have I been? You saw that I shot video. Oh yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Went up to Tuck's place and we shot. We made Yuna's staff from Final Fantasy. It was a lot of fun. There's a lot of blooper edits though. So I think he said he's gonna make like a blooper reel or whatever, but the whole time we were just like laughing. So we got a lot of work done because we made the whole prop in a day and a half, but it was still, it's like, I understand if you don't want me back because I'm just like a nutter. Very crazy, you know, so. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, welcome back. Or did you just come out of working? That was the question. Yeah, it ended up being, I think, a 5-hour drive to this place, which in Texas, that's normal. You're always lurking? Always. Well, I never know if you like go away or if you're still on. So yeah. But yeah, we'll probably do another shooting. We'll probably do another shooting in October. Spicy pickle! Yeah. Hi, Fluff. Yeah. Hi. What you doing now? Always been back and forth and do some stuff and okay. Good girl. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. What you doing now, huh? You gonna sit here or you gonna grab all the attention away from the screen? Let's see how much work gets done now. Yeah. She's been very loving sitting on my lap when I do computer stuff. It's like her newfound home. Yee. Thank you for the new follow. Next up. Several streamer chats saying spicy pickle now. Oh gosh. Like, did we ever clip that too so you could like show where it came from? Yeah, yee. We do have a yee emote now too. Yeah. I gotta move. I gotta move. What kind of stream I haven't had in a while? I don't know. A gaming stream, I guess? We haven't done one in a few weeks. Oh, no, we're not having a loud stream, sir. I'm moving again. Like last night when I was, so all of the furry tails or whatever, I was flipping them inside out, or outside in, inside out. I don't know, I was turning her around and I was doing it in my lap and she was sitting on my lap on the computer chair. Every time I'd finish it, I'd have her go sit behind on the chair and I'd come and I'd had like the pile here, I'd come back and then I'd sit down and she kept, and would always kept coming back. So it was very cute. Yeah. You were a cute little critter last night. You weren't too much in the way. No, go back up. There we go. I pressed the button and didn't like it. I just want to put her over so she lay on her back. And then you know, so her little tiny. Yeah. You look so pretty once your hair all grows back. I think I'm gonna cut this one instead. And go back and forth. She's trying her home. Definitely getting hungry though. Why are you itching? Why are you itching? Your plans for streaming wise for this month, I'm not sure if we're going to stream tomorrow, but we'll stream on Friday, and then next week, we've got plans, oh yeah, I was supposed to be at a convention this weekend, but it got canceled, obviously. Or well, it kind of turned into an online party one, but next week we've got the Super Mario Sunshine on Friday. And I'm really excited about that. That one's gonna be like I'm hoping to have this cosplay done by then, pretty much, and it'll be like gaming at the end of the month. But I've been missing playing the game on stream with y'all. And then we also need to prepare for Shadowlands, and I have to get. I don't have an alliance character. I've been playing my my Ford character to start with, and I need to do something with alliance to unlock the new critter. Okay, so that'll be our next thing. But yeah, once Shadowlands comes out, we'll do a big stream on that as well. It looks like I'm doing nothing, but I'm doing a lot. Ugh. Like, welcome back. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Don't chew it. Don't chew it. Hey. Just because it's on the ground doesn't mean it's free game to chew. Yeah. There we go. Only thing you can find in clips is spicy pickle dance. Oh. Fluff. Hey. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Would have to go back and watch. Oh, that'd be a lot. Actually, I don't even know if the Fall Guy VODs are even on Twitch anymore. I know I have them on YouTube, but I think it might have been already since they've been taken down. Oh, so I brought her downstairs the other day, and Chess was out and kind of ran over while she was sitting on my lap, and she hissed. I never heard her hiss or get grumpy, and she's just like, doesn't like him. thinking maybe she thinks Ches is a very large cat because he's all fluffed up right now, and she might think he's like a cat trying to get her or something. He's drinking water now. If you're just getting here, we are working on cutting out KDA Ahri's tail pieces, the crystal tail. And this is all transparent Worbla. Hence why it's a little more difficult to see. We've almost got all of it cut. I think we've got 3 more pieces. Okay. She's looking in the mirror. Silly. Fall Guys videos are no longer there. Yeah. I don't typically save my VODs. They just all go to YouTube. So I kind of just have them saved there instead. Hi. Slowly getting gold. Yeah. You need to go take a nap, right? You sleepy time again. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Just lay down. Can't use two, yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah, she's wanting all attentions right now. Sad that it hasn't kept raining. Like, it basically completely stopped when I started streaming. It was like dumping all night though. I always get better sleep when it rains. Tired. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yep, you're a good girl. Let's finish cutting this side. I'm like slowly cutting them all straight down and then I'll just rotate everything, I think. Here. And. You won't do this. There. Welcome on. How are you? Yeah. Oh, it's up there. Okay. You love how Fluffy is keeping you company? Yeah. Welcome on. She's, I've got over there, her little cat hut thing. She's there most of the stream, but now she was, like, hanging out over here. Hopefully all of y'all have been doing well. We're working on our KDA Ahri tail, the newest KDA Ahri skin, so we're not using this one. This one was from the original. So we traced all of the pieces out onto transparent Worbla first part of the stream, and now we are going through and cutting everything out.
I feel like I fought all my life for this. This one part, this 1/3, I've always missed. No, just don't let it go. I started the fight, but now I'm losing. So will I fall again? I'm scared of heights, yet it was me that way.
different the cons are going to be after. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better, honestly. I feel like some of them were really gross. With like, it wasn't until recently that some of them even started getting like hand sanitizer near like escalators and stuff. But yeah, that and how packed some of them are. So maybe they'll spread out just a little bit. Be unfortunate because they'll probably down a lot of the sizing of conventions, and then also how many people like will have booths and stuff. But it should hopefully be a little nicer with having a little more room. At least that's what I hope. Stay. Did I dye? Yeah, I dyed my hair. I'm a natural blonde, but went for that. It's been nice. I did it like 2 weeks ago, I think. I will confuse everybody. I was joking around on so you can kind of see the wig here. I just dyed it, but it's blonde and it's like, oh, I can wear that on the street, and then everybody will think like I'm back to my normal color, and then the next day I'll take it off and this and that. So, oh, that's funny. I like that. Recoveries after is kind of crazy. Yeah. Sometimes the packed ones are fun, but when it gets too packed, because the layout, like, is too, you don't have, like, enough room to move, it gets very, normally that's, like, the artist alley, because they never give any of the artist alley people, like, enough room, I feel. Or not never, but, like, a lot of cons, they don't really. We just have these last two tails to cut out and then they are all done. It's only taken us 3 hours. Oh, I gotta stretch my legs real quick. Cheers, guys. Water break. Fluff, what did you do? What are you doing? There you go. She like leaned back and the whole thing went backwards. Kind of funny. Well, New York is pretty spacious. How big it is, but like, yeah. Most of the ones I've been to for Artist Alley specifically, it's like, it's got room for 4 people side by side. So somebody can be talking to the booth, and then on either side, and 2 people can be walking back and forth. But it's, yeah, if you're like in a wheelchair or in a scooter or something, there's like no way you can go down any of those alleys. issues with like normal merchandising areas at conventions.
This would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to.
Yeah, the white piece of paper is our blueprint that we used. It's a blueprint I made that's on my website. And because the Worbla is transparent, it's hard to see the lines, so I flipped the blueprint over to see, or so it'd be easier for me to see my black lines to cut. Okay, one more left, and then we are done. Yay. Gotta go prep for dinner. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by, Neb, and have a wonderful dinner and rest your night. I feel like it's gonna be freezing up here when I turn off all of my streaming lights. So I've got the AC so low right now just because we have like 2 extra lights on than normal. So I had a little bit more light on the ground. An hour to cut. And we haven't scored them yet. We still have to do that. But yeah. I would put my pattern over. Thanks guys for watching. I do have all of my pieces. I just missed one for some reason. Okay, so we've got I've done only 8 left. Yeah, no. But I'm not doing 8 for this one. Worbla's too expensive to do 8 tails. At least for doing this type. Okay, you are this one. Hi Nikki, welcome on. How are you? That one. Stay.
I'll be your passenger. You lead the way.
There. There. That one just wants to roll. That's fine. Yeah, I'll have to make sure. So the one thing with this process though is, so they're not heat treated yet. I'm gonna heat treat all of the Worbla pieces, but you want to make sure to remove all of your Sharpie stuff first. Reason being is once you heat it up, the Sharpie then kind of melts into the Worbla partly, and it makes it so it doesn't come off very well. Like, you can still get some of it, but it kind of just fuses with it. Or should I switch? This side. Okay. And it is this one. Okay, I have all of the pieces now. Haha. That was a nightmare. Yeah, technically I have 2 tails now of this. This thing will turn into that thing eventually, but a different color. Oh, great. I think that is gonna be where we leave off today. So yeah, did I turn this off? I did, okay, good. Let's see, am I in camera? I'm in camera here. I'm just gonna sit on the floor. But yeah, thank you guys for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I know it's a little hard to see than our normal setup since we worked on the floor the whole time, but the template's a little larger than normal. So yeah, but we worked on our KDA Ahri cosplay, the newest one, the Baddest one, or Baddest, however we're gonna call it. But we traced all of our pieces onto transparent Worbla, and then we cut out all of the pieces. So next what I need to do is score all of the pieces so I can bend them to the shape that I want, then heat treat, then airbrush paint, and then solder all the pieces together. So we're getting there, we're getting there. I'm gonna do my little thing here real quick. And am I gonna finish the challenge stream? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't do my cosplay streams for streaming really. I just do whatever I'm in the process of making at the time that I do. But there is going to be a tutorial on this. I have one already up on YouTube, but I'm going to have an updated one with all of the video. Because right now the original tutorial is more of like pictures, progress pictures, where this one's going to be like, I've got a camera, like a tripod right here, that I've been filming the process. So we're going to do a new tutorial with all of that instead, so you can see a little bit more of it. But yeah, I'm tired. Our next stream, I'm not sure if we're going to do one tomorrow, because I've got a business lunch that I gotta do, but for sure we're going to do a stream on Friday. Maybe a cosplay stream. If not, we'll do a gaming stream. It'll just depend on whatever I'm around doing. But yeah, I plan on pretty much having this cosplay done sometime, like maybe this weekend, maybe early next week. So that's at least my goal. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all of the follows we received today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany Cosplay. We do a new cosplay just about every single month, so make sure to press the follow button, stay connected with us, We also have an open Discord if you'd like to join, where I put all my notifications on when I go live for Twitch. We've got cosplay sections, gaming sections, meme section, cat sections, and like all these other things, and a clip section because people like to clip me apparently. So yeah, you can go check that out. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, they're all at Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. That's obviously right here on Twitch. Also for my main Instagram account, for Facebook, for YouTube. YouTube, we are trying to reach 4,000 watch hours. We are very close to 1,000. So if you can go and watch more videos there, it is very greatly appreciated. I don't typically save my streams on Twitch. So after the 14 days that they're on, they disappear. But they are now going onto YouTube. So if you want to see some of my streams from, I think I have some from like 2 years ago. You can go there and check it out. Just have my stuff in the background help with the watch hours. It's really, really appreciated. Yeah. Of course, I also have my Patreon, which is also at Tiffany Gordon Cosplay, where we do our cosplay of the month, which is this one, the KDA Ahri cosplay from League of Legends, where I've got early access blueprints, early access tutorials. My tutorials get released on there 3 months before the public gets to see them, as well as exclusive prints, fan signs, wallpapers, digital photo sets, stuff like that. So check it out, help support there. And then if you want to follow me on Twitter, that one's the only one that's different. It's at Tiffany Cosplay. And then there's my website, www.tiffanygordоncosplay.com, where you can see all the cosplays I made. You've got my blueprint library. If you want to actually make that tail back there for this blueprint, is available on my website. As many other ones are. And then I've got EDA foam there. I've got fabrics, so if you're doing like a Demon Slayer fabric or my hero, I've got fabric there to help you with your costumes. I'm out of breath. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, also Caspian, thank you for the $2 donation. Greatly appreciated. Thank you to all the new follows we got, the hosts that we received today, and I think that's it. I don't think we got any new subs, but yeah, thanks. The kitty's asleep upside down. She's in there. Say bye. But yeah, thank you guys. Much love, and I will see you next stream. Mwah. Bye.